noticed recently that my noise level on HF had increased quite dramatically. And I was rather concerned that maybe it was something in the locality that was causing this interference. It appeared on all antennas, including the Wellbrook loop, which is normally a very quiet antenna. And I'm normally lucky here in that I have a pretty low noise level on HF. But the noise level had definitely gone up, so I started hunting around my own house here to see whether it was anything within the household that was causing the interference. And I remembered that I'd recently installed a Raspberry Pi 3 in my loft space, and in order to power that, I'd obtained a plug board from Amazon, and it was one of these extension boards that had a 5 meter long mains lead, so I was able to run it out of the loft and into a cupboard in one of the bedrooms where I was able to obtain a mains power. But the Raspberry Pi 3 itself, which I was going to use for aircraft tracking for ADS-B, I decided to power that up from one of the USB sockets on the plug board. You can see that the plug board in the picture has 2 USB sockets. So rather than use a Raspberry Pi power adapter, I plugged the micro USB of the Pi straight into the plug board with a USB lead, quite a decent quality USB lead. Everything seemed to work okay. The Pi booted up happily and started doing the aircraft tracking I wanted it to do. And I just left it alone, and it simply worked. And it was only a few days later that I noticed my noise level on HF had increased. I noticed that when I turned off the power to this plug board and therefore the power to the Raspberry Pi, the noise level dropped right back. And I'll just show you now how much difference switching this plug board made to my HF reception. We'll start off on 40 meters, or 49 meters rather, one of my favourite broadcast bands. We start off with the board not powered up. I'll then switch the plug board on, and then we'll move to the 80 meters amateur band, and you'll see it's even noisier there, and you'll be able to see the difference when I switch this board off. So here we are on 49 meters, and the board's just been switched on now, and you'll see the increase in noise on the waterfall, and you should also see it on the spectrum, and you can hear the noise as well. You can hear the noise picking up. It's quite unpleasant, and it does make quite a difference to any received signals. If you've got a weak signal here, you're really going to struggle to hear it. And as I say, it's even more apparent when we move frequency lower down the band. This noise wasn't so bad higher up, maybe 15 megs or so, it was okay, but lower bands. So here we are onto 80 meters. And if you look at the left of the spectrum, you can just see the noise peaking there, and you can see it on the waterfall as well. Very, very noisy. And in a moment we'll switch the plug board off and just look at the spectrum display at the top, how those peaks dropped away, and the waterfall becomes a much cleaner looking pattern. So it's worth checking out. I've noticed with these extension boards that have USB sockets, they can generate a lot of interference, and this one certainly did.